Good morning, students. Once again I welcome you to my video lectures on signals and systems. And in the last class I finished with convolution sum, working out a problem. So convolution sum involves shifting operation and mirror image operation, and then taking product, and then taking sum. So scaling doesn't come into picture. And to continue with, I think one example I have solved. I hope that that is sufficient, because too many topics are here in this I have to cover. Now the next property is properties of convolution sum. There are around 5 properties. Among them, 3 are very important from the point of solving problems. Commutative property. This is very useful property. Okay. Commutative property. What is commutative property? x1 of n convolving with x2 of n is equal to x2 of n convolving with x1 of n. That is, you can change the order. x1 after x1, x2. Now you can reverse the order. This is very much required while solving problems. So you can reverse the order. So if you take the convolution sum, what is convolution sum? Convolution sum is x of n, x of k, h of n minus k. K equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. K equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. X of k, h of n minus k. You can reverse this. That is, k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity, h of k and x of n minus k. You can reverse because it all depends on the problem. For example, this shifting and all, it is much easier with an easier sequence. That is why I am stressing this. So you can reverse the order. Okay, this is first property. Commutative property. Distributive property. That is x1 of n convolving with summation of x2 of n and x3 of n. So distributive property says that x1 of n convolving with x2 of n, then plus x1 of n convolving with x3 of n. This we don't come across very frequently. Next, associative property, grouping. So here x2, x3 are grouped. x1 is here. x1 convolving with this group can be altered. So grouping x1 with x2 and then convolving with x3. This is what is called as associative property. The last 2 properties are very important for you. Shift property. That is, x1 of n convolving with x2 of n equal to y of n. Suppose one problem is given, x1 of n convolving with x2 of n equal to y of n. So while solving problems, we very much require this property. So now next case, now x2 is shifted. Now x2 of n minus m convolving with x1 of n. Now once again you need not have to calculate the commutative sum. Instead, you take y of n and replace each term by m units. That is sufficient. So x1 of n convolving with x2 of n equal to yn. Suppose you have calculated yn, let us assume. Now next, to carry out x1 of n convolving with x2 of n minus n, you just take y of n and replace n by m unit. x1 of n convolving with x2 of n minus m. That is, x2 is shifted by m units. Then once again you need not have to do convolution. You take y of n and replace each yn by m units, that is y of n minus m. Very frequently we come across this property, what is called as shift property. So last property, very important one. Convolution with impulse. Suppose you are given a sequence x of n, discrete signal, convolving with delta of n. So any sequence, any signal convolving with impulse function is function itself. That is, in logic design now we have x plus 0. What is x plus 0 in logic design? X plus 0 is x, and x into 1, what is 1, x into 1, that is x. Like this, in signals and system, any function convolving with an impulse function is function itself. So very frequently we come across this property. So while solving problems, I will make use of this property. Next, last one, x of n convolving with delta of n minus m. That is, compared with this one, impulse is shifted by m units. So m may be negative or positive. X of n convolving with delta of n minus m is simply function itself. That is x of n minus m. Shifted. X of n minus m. These are all what are called as properties of convolution sum. In the next class, I will work out problems based on these properties. In the next class, I will work out the problems based on these properties. Thank you.